On a dark and stormy night, a young woman named Sarah needed to get home after a late-night shift at her office. She opened her Uber app and requested a ride. A driver named Michael accepted her request, and his car arrived shortly. Sarah hopped into the car, shivering from the rain and cold. She noticed that the driver's face was obscured by the shadows of his baseball cap and the dimly lit car's interior. He had a strange aura about him, but Sarah thought little of it, attributing it to the eerie night. As they drove through the empty, rain-soaked streets, Michael kept the conversation to a minimum, responding to her questions with brief and seemingly disinterested answers. Sarah tried to engage in polite small talk, but her unease grew. The driver's behavior was not only cold but erratic, and his gloved hands gripped the steering wheel with a tense intensity that sent shivers down her spine. She couldn't help but glance at the glowing Uber sign on the dashboard, a small reassurance that she was indeed in the right car. The rain poured down in torrents, making it difficult to see much beyond the car's headlights. As the minutes turned into what felt like hours, Sarah's anxiety deepened. She checked her phone's GPS to see how far they were from her destination. To her shock, the map displayed an unfamiliar, desolate road deep within a thick forest. Fear gripped her heart as she realized they were miles from the city. Panic set in, and she demanded to know why they had strayed so far from her intended route. Michael's response was a sinister whisper, his voice devoid of all warmth and humanity. "You're not going home, Sarah. You're coming with me." Sarah's heart pounded in her chest, and she fumbled for her phone, her trembling fingers struggling to dial 911. The call went unanswered, and her eyes darted around the car, searching for an escape. To her horror, she realized the child's safety locks were engaged. She was trapped. Desperation took hold as the car continued to race through the dense forest. With her heart pounding, Sarah spotted a fleeting opportunity as the car approached a bend in the road. She seized a heavy object from the back seat and struck Michael with all her might. The car careened off the road and crashed into a tree with a deafening thud. The impact sent Sarah flying forward, her seatbelt digging into her chest. Her vision blurred, and she struggled to maintain consciousness. Despite her pain, she knew she had to escape. Summoning the last of her strength, Sarah unbuckled her seatbelt and stumbled out of the wrecked vehicle. She surveyed the dark, ominous forest around her, the rain-soaked ground making every step a slippery challenge. She called for help, her voice echoing through the trees. But there was no response. When the authorities arrived at the scene, they found the wrecked car, its front end mangled beyond recognition. But Michael, the Uber driver, was nowhere to be found. A thorough search of the area yielded no trace of him. The investigation into his vanishing remained unsolved, leaving Sarah in a state of perpetual fear and uncertainty. The chilling tale of the vanishing Uber driver serves as a haunting reminder that sometimes the things that go bump in the night may be much closer than we think. Sarah, scarred by the ordeal, now hesitates before getting into any car, haunted by the memory of that fateful night when she encountered something far more sinister than just a man. Her story, a warning to all who use ride-sharing services, serves as a chilling reminder that danger can lurk in the most unexpected places. And sometimes, in the darkest hours of the night, it can whisk you away, leaving behind nothing but questions and fear.